EastEnders fans demand answers as popular character stays missing amid dark Harry twist. EastEnders viewers have been left puzzled as one familiar face continues to be absent from Walford, while a dangerous storyline unfolds. Fans of the BBC One soap know that Harry Mitchell has hit his lowest point after being captured by the menacing Okie. His nightmare began when he was pressured into working for Ravi and Okie, who were running a large drug operation across East London. As time went on, Harry grew uncomfortable with how Kojo Asare was being exploited, but when he tried to stand up to them, Ravi and Okie decided to silence him once and for all. Last week, viewers saw Harry taken hostage, his fate hanging in the balance. Ravi has since jetted off on a winter getaway with his family, telling Okie to release Harry, but Okie hasn't followed through. Instead, he's been tormenting the mechanic by mocking him, drinking with Gina Knight, pushing him toward drug use, and giving him barely enough to eat. He's even issued chilling threats against Harry's life. Before being captured, Harry had confessed to his mother, Nicola Mitchell, about his role in Ravi and Okie's drug operation. Nicola handed over money to Ravi to buy her son's freedom, unaware that he was already being held against his will. Now, fans are demanding answers about Nicola's whereabouts and why she hasn't realized her son is gone. Okie's slipping up again. Teddy needs to call Nicola, get her home and rescue Harry, one fan urged. Another wrote, "Where's Nicola? She would have known something was wrong the moment Harry went missing. Can't believe Teddy isn't suspicious that the camera he planted got disconnected." Viewers have also expressed frustration at the slow pace of the storyline. Nicola needs to come back and give Okie and Ravi what they deserve. This plot is dragging. Even Nigel's story needs to wrap up now, added another fan. Zoe steals from her own family in EastEnders as desperation to find her son takes over. Zoe Slater's return to EastEnders has brought a whirlwind of chaos and heartbreak to Albert Square, and her latest move has left fans stunned. Since reappearing in Walford, Zoe has unleashed one explosive revelation after another, causing more turmoil for the Slater clan than almost any other returning character. Initially, she stayed with her cousin Stacey Slater, who quickly called Alfie Moon for help. But when Alfie arrived, Zoe bolted, prompting him to chase her across Europe in an attempt to reunite her with her mother Kat. In the end, it was her younger brother Tommy who managed to bring her home. Zoe finally returned to Albert Square after 20 years, only to be shot almost immediately. In a flashback sequence, viewers learned that during her time away, Zoe became pregnant with twins. Tragically, her daughter was stillborn, and she fled the hospital without her son, intending to give him up for adoption. Her long-buried secret was later exposed when her shady associate, private investigator Greg Dolan, resurfaced seeking revenge for an earlier attack. Holding Zoe, Kat, and Stacey hostage, Greg revealed the shocking details of his relationship with Zoe. Once Greg was defeated, Zoe dropped yet another bombshell with the arrival of her old rival, Sharon Watts. In a heated confrontation, Zoe revealed that her twins' father was none other than Sharon's late husband, Dennis Rickman. The drama didn't stop there. Soon, the rest of the Slater family learned about Zoe's past affair with Max Branning. Following these revelations, Stacey left Walford, leaving Zoe at odds with Jean Slater as she desperately tried to raise money for a new private investigator to track down her missing son. Sharon had previously offered financial help, but has since left town with her half-sister Vicky Fowler after being brutally attacked by her stepson, Joel Marshall. With Kat now focused on helping Tommy, who's been struggling since his entanglement with Joel, Zoe offered to talk to her brother. In a heartfelt exchange, she managed to reach him with an emotional pep talk, even using a light-hearted crisps metaphor to lift his spirits. Kat was proud of Zoe's effort and appeared to see a softer side to her daughter once again. But the peace didn't last. Later that night, Kat discovered the till short by several £100s. Her suspicions were quickly confirmed when Zoe was shown on the phone to a private investigator, promising further payments. The stolen money spread across the table in front of her. After all her progress, has Zoe destroyed the fragile trust she rebuilt with her family? Or is she simply too consumed by the need to find her lost son to care about the fallout. EastEnders to explore Suki and Eve's adoption journey, but a major obstacle looms. Fans of EastEnders are set for another gripping week as Suki and Eve Panesar Unwin continue their emotional journey to adopt a child. The couple have finally taken their first significant step toward building a family together. But as always in Walford, things are far from straightforward. Next week, Suki and Eve prepare for their very first formal meeting with an adoption agency, a milestone they've been nervously anticipating for weeks. However, their carefully laid plans are soon thrown into chaos when the ever-dramatic Panesar family unexpectedly interferes, turning what should have been a calm and professional meeting into a whirlwind of tension and disruption. An insider explains, Suki and Eve are understandably apprehensive about the adoption process. Eve's criminal history complicates matters, while Suki's own family baggage adds another layer of stress. On top of that, Ravi's shady dealings are like a ticking time bomb, and one wrong move could jeopardize everything they've been working toward. The week begins with Suki and Eve meeting prospective adoptive parents to get a sense of what life as adoptive parents might entail. But just as nerves start to set in, Ravi, Priya, and the kids unexpectedly return from their holiday. Their chaotic arrival causes a commotion in front of the other parents, leaving Suki and Eve embarrassed and flustered. Despite the disruption, the couple muster their courage and decide to continue pursuing their adoption dream. The following day brings a more promising development as Suki and Eve meet with the adoption agency to discuss the next steps. The meeting goes exceptionally well, with agency representatives impressed by their preparation and commitment. For a brief moment, it appears that their hopes of starting a family may finally be within reach. However, just as things seem to be progressing smoothly, a deeply personal obstacle emerges. The meeting went perfectly, the insider says, but before Eve can be officially approved, she must provide a reference from her estranged mother, a woman whose homophobic views have long strained their relationship. Eve's relationship with her mother has been fraught with pain and misunderstanding for years. Her mother not only blamed her for the death of her sister, but also rejected Eve because of her sexuality. This unresolved tension now threatens to derail the couple's adoption plans entirely, presenting an emotional and daunting challenge for Eve. Faced with the difficult choice of reaching out to her mother, Eve must decide whether she can confront the past and seek her mother's support, or if this final hurdle will shatter the dream she shares with Suki of raising a child together. With emotions running high and the stakes higher than ever, fans are sure to be on the edge of their seats as Walford witnesses the next chapter in Suki and Eve's adoption journey unfold. EastEnders airs Mondays to Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One and BBC iPlayer.